And then on the road side of things, we've got the Pro Machine SLC01 here in the team red color scheme. We're riding down the street to an appearance this morning at school here in Solvang, and we're stopped at a stoplight in town behind the group. The whole team's right there, and I was just absolutely overwhelmed with just how good looking a team we have. Just with the jerseys and the bikes, the team just looks fantastic. So part of that is, of course, a very good looking bike, if I do say so myself. Now, the bike has been called a lot of things. The part that gets the most attention is the integrated skeleton concept right here at the seat cluster. People freak out about this thing. They want to know what the heck is going on. Why are we doing this? Well, I'll tell you why. This is a pretty high stress area of the frame, and a lot of things are going on. Particularly with super lightweight carbon seat posts, you want to have a really low torque binder system to fix them in place without running the risk of crushing the carbon. So we've gone to a 2-bolt system, which really reduces the amount of torque necessary to fix the seat post in place. The other thing that we've done is spread out the load on this juncture of the frame over a much larger area. So we don't just have the tube junctures right here on the seat tube, but spreading them out. The integrated skeleton concept. So this allows us to use a much thinner walled seat tube and allows us to shave some weight off of the bike, and also really take advantage of carbon fiber's damping characteristics to keep the guys as fresh as possible at the end of those 120, 160K days. We're able to do that because we're putting the stress over a much larger area and taking a lot of the structural properties away from the seat tube and putting it into the crosslock skeleton itself. It also helps to really manage road shock as well, because again, it's being spread over a much larger area, and the shock tends to be transmitted forward into the frame rather than just butting right up against the seat tube going up into the saddle and into the special parts. So we've got the low torque binder system, we've got the wishbone stay, the integrated skeleton concept, and then the final thing that it allows it to do, it allows us to shorten down the tube lengths to really stiffen up the frame while keeping the weight as light as possible. Size 55, you're looking at about a 960 gram frame for the Pro Machine, which is plenty light. Another thing that we've done with the design of this frame is we've changed the area where the tube intersections are. So rather than being right at the tube junction, we have developed a multi-mold process for manufacturing these frames, which actually allows us to build a lug that comes all the way back to a much lower stress section on the frame. So we're using a lugged section that's quite a bit bigger, and that shortens down the length of the tube that we have to use, allowing us to get a stiffer frame. And then it moves the joint between the tube and the lug into a much lower stress area, again, allowing us to shave some weight while keeping a very stiff frame. Big oversized down tube, leading right into the bottom bracket interface, so preserving as much of the drivetrain rigidity of the now legendary Team Machine, which was the first BMC model that really turned a lot of heads in the pro peloton. Very stiff bottom bracket, but still nice and compliant for the long stages thanks to the integrated skeleton concept. The other big technological advantage with the Pro Machine is Easton's carbon nanotube composite technology. And what that is it's actually carbon molecules that are arranged in a Buckminster-Fuller pattern. So you get hexagons and pentagons coming together much like on a soccer ball, and it's formed into a tube. And this actually gives a tremendous amount of strength to the carbon layup. In between the actual fibers, we have this lattice of carbon molecules that bond with each other, reinforcing the space in between the carbon fibers, allowing us to produce much lighter weight tubes that have just incredible resistance to crushing force and really strong, stiff, lightweight, and quite sexy.